All right, Elena. So you just got done with your morning simulation matches.
Yeah.
Talk about how you felt you wrestled today and performed.
Progressively worse. The startup great. No, it's good. I felt good. Feel really explosive. You know, there's always more to work on, always details to work on, but that's always. I don't think you're gonna be 100% ready, like ever. So as good as it's gonna get.
So what do you get out of a day like today, where you wrestle 4 or 5 matches, all against fresh opponents, and simulate what it's going to be like?
Just kind of like just refresh your memory about what the tournament kind of feels like. You know, you come in, first match might be sluggish from your weight cut, or you might be really fresh, and then by my semis I was like really tired. So it just kind of like, you know how you come to practice and prepare for like what a practice is going to be like. You just have to mentally prepare for what a tournament is going to be like. Okay, like what do you do in those 20 minutes? What do you cool down? Do you play games on your phone? Do you listen to music? You just kind of like, do you talk to people? Do you not? So I purposely like hype myself up for like a practice, you know, be like, no, this is like this girl, and like, no, I got to get nervous, you know. So yeah, and then like practice getting yourself like really hyped up, but then bring yourself down right before like the match to have like a clear head when you wrestle. So it's just, I mean, everything's like habits, so you just gotta practice that before you go to the Olympics.
I feel like you got your plan all ready to roll now?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
It's not perfect, but it's there.
right. So yeah, just what, you leave in maybe a week? Maybe
Yeah,
less
than a week, yeah.
So you ready? You feel like it's actually here for you?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I get distracted, and then when I think about it, I'm like, oh my god, like I leave in a couple of days, and you're like, okay, like getting excited, but like, okay, can't get too excited yet because like my actual competition's like still weeks away, so you can't be like amped up for like weeks, you know. So no, it's exciting, you know. So you just gotta take it day by day. You can't be too amped, you know. It's my second time around doing this, so I know what it feels like. The first time you're like, Olympics, Olympics, Olympics every day, like, you know, it can drive you crazy.
Well, how do you do that? I'm curious about the summer, because I was just talking about it with someone, but
Yeah.
like it must be killer just waiting here and waiting here.
You just gotta find things to be distracted, like completely something like outside of wrestling, you know. So when you're like either with friends or talking to family, getting outside the training center, if you're doing something like, for me, what helps is just to get my mind completely off of wrestling. So if I'm doing something hanging outside the training center, like I don't think about wrestling, we don't talk about wrestling, nothing, you know. So like usually when wrestlers hang out with wrestlers, we talk about wrestling all the time. Everything's like, oh, did you see this match? Did you see this move? Did you see me at practice do this? And like all this stuff. But I think getting close to the Olympics, like just because like it or not, you're gonna be stressed internally, you know, it's like subconsciously, you know. So it's good to kind of to go the complete opposite way and just like not think about it, not talk about it, because you're ready, you know, like all the work up to this point is done, you know.
So last thing, you feel obviously fully prepared and ready to go win a medal?
Yeah, well, I don't think there's gonna be ever a certain like thing that you can be ready, but as ready as I'll ever be. So, yeah.
Perfect.